Hey guys, how we doing? I'm back. We're gonna do some more Yakuza today because why not? I feel like we're really close. Now they did say that there's a point of no return, so I think I'm gonna go and actually probably try to get Jungi up to max. Because I think everybody else is bond level 5. And we know that we can essentially just buy him all the way up to max. Um... Because we know that, like, I can go do his next stage, which will take him to 4, and then we can go do a couple, like 1 or 2 at the cabaret, and get him all the way up. Not that I really want to, like, bother with trying to plat this, but, like, and I don't, but we might as well, just in case this actually ends up becoming useful, so we're gonna do it.
Yo!
Perfect timing, Kasuga-san. There's something I must tell you.
Huh?
I believe I mentioned that a group was looking for me in and around Ijincho, and that the Komijo were looking into their motives and identities.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You learn anything new?
Yes. It seems they've disappeared from Ijincho. They've avoided the Komijo's nets at every turn.
Not over yet.
Wait, no, hold up. We can't just let him off that easy, right? Don't you want to know who they are?
It's a wonder you're still alive, considering how reckless you are, Kasuga-san. Not that I'm against it.
Huh?
I said nothing about taking it easy. It's possible that the group in question has left the city, and I imagine it's because they found their target.
Their target?
What I mean is,
I need to clean my desk off.
Enemies
Like,
have already
get some
ascertained
Windex.
my location and are waiting for the opportune moment to strike.
Huh.
If that's the case, then they're quite skilled. They've managed to elude the Komijo's eyes this whole time.
But that's bad news, right?
Yes. And for you and everyone else around me, we could fall right into their hands at any moment.
Okay, but that's only if we sit around and wait, right?
What?
No point in being such a stranger. We'll lend you a hand. Let's find these creeps together. Hit them before they hit us. You feel me?
The Komijo have been looking into their whereabouts. Even so, they've proven quite difficult to find. Finding them on our own won't be easy.
So you really think they're Jingang Mafia remnants? You were saying something about that last time, right? That they might be after you because you're using your old boss's name?
Yes, I have no reason to deny that given the circumstances.
Then why not drop the Jungi Han thing and go back to being Youngsu Kim? I'm guessing there's some reason you can't do that. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No, there's nothing preventing me from doing so. I simply wish to continue being Jungi Han.
Even if it means being hunted down?
Makes sense, so it sounds like that's who he's been for most of his life. At least a large portion of it.
I don't wish to get you or the others involved in the Jingon Mafia's troubles. But it appears to be too late, so I may be troubling you already. Everyone should be on their guard. My pursuers could attack at any time.
You forget who you're talking to or something?
I'm sorry?
We've tangled with both the Ijing 3 and the Omi Alliance guys. We couldn't let our guards down even if we wanted to. Adding the Jingon Mafia to that list ain't gonna make us any less ready.
Interesting. It seems our little party is much tougher than I expected. Then I'm amongst reliable friends. Maybe I am allowed to trouble you after all.
So what now? Do we toast to our new friendship yet?
No, I won't be getting that close. It would be out of character for Jungi-han.
Keep putting yourself on a pedestal like that and we'll start leaving you out.
Okay, so back to the cabaret. Oh, I can make him a chef. Okay, we are going to the cabaret. Whoops. There we go.
That's real nice. I had a great time. Appreciate your time.
Nope, only got him like halfway, if that. I mean, those are the best one for Jungi-han anyways.
That's real nice. I had a great time. Appreciate your time.
One more! Like, I'm gonna get my party alcohol poisoning, but hey. There we go. And that should be it.
Appreciate your time.
Yep. Okay. And we're gonna do this wasted. This is gonna be terrible. Pickles is feeling a lot better as well, by the way. So I'm very happy. I was worried that he would get it. And it looks like so far, fingers crossed, knock on wood, nobody else has gotten it, so... Alright.
Yo, bartender. What's up with this one here? If nobody's drinking it, can I have it?
Shit. Could you be any more of a cheapskate? Jungi Han was just sitting there.
Jungi Han? Well, he ain't here now. Where the hell he go?
Dunno. Went somewhere in a hurry. Looked like he got a phone call and rushed out.
A phone call? Hope those Jingong guys aren't causing any trouble for him. I'm guessing this wasn't more than a few minutes ago?
Yeah. You pretty much just missed each other.
Got it. I'll go see if I can find him then.
There we go. I want to find a better place for my Funko Pops. Place they are now isn't terrible, but...
to leave your drink behind, huh, Jungi?
I feel like there's got to be a better place to put them where they can be displayed really nicely.
Oh, shit. Yo, fancy seeing you here.
Are you not embarrassed?
I don't do embarrassed.
I've been aware of your presence from the moment you started following me. I pretended not to notice.
Maybe in the display case of the entertainment center. That's what I was thinking. Like with some of the other figures and stuff, but...
Really? Okay, I'm a little embarrassed.
I don't know.
Kasuga-san,
I don't know. I'll figure something out.
you were worried about me, were you not? I can't say I blame you. It just so happens I'm currently in a position where I could use your help.
Huh?
Where I'm going will be difficult to access alone. Would you care to accompany me?
Oh, an invitation from the great Jungi Han himself, huh?
It's nice every once in a while, is it not?
The hell is this place? A strip club? Doesn't look like they're up and running.
Yes, your assessment is correct.
What gives? Why'd we come here?
I should fill you in. You are not the only one following me, Kasuga-san. However, they would have never revealed themselves while under the Komijo's gaze.
Then you knew we were watching. Is that right, Yansu? Come now. Why isolate yourself like this?
I'm not Yansu. I'm Jungi Han. It's certainly been a while, though, hasn't it?
So the fake wants to become the boss. You think we'd let you get away with that?
Wait, these guys are...
Yes, they're survivors of the Jingon Mafia. They came here after hearing whispers of Jungi Han's name. According to the Komijo, 7 of them have been watching me throughout Ijincho. I'd recently learned that they had closed in on my location, which meant that I could take them all down at once.
And that's why you lured them here.
Okay.
It would have been too much to handle on my own. But fortunately, Kasuga-san, you decided to follow me. Would you be
I'm gonna put
upset
my hoodie
if I
on.
expected your help in this matter?
Man, why didn't you say so earlier? Why'd you have to tell me last minute?
If I had told you then, your face would have given my plan away. I can't say I had much faith in your crafty side.
The Jingwan Mafia will eventually be rebuilt, but you have no right to be its leader. Don't you dare assume Jungi Han's name, traitor! I'm in. Scared?
There's only 5 there. I thought there was supposed to be 7.
Love is in the air, my friends.
So ridiculous.
This could be better.
Oh, what's this? Poor Pickles. Comet just chased him off of where he was trying to sleep. Well, that was relatively easy.
Impossible. Beaten by this fake.
Kasuga-san, stay on your guard and make sure none of them escape.
Yeah, sure thing. But, what are you planning to do with these guys? We've done enough. You're not set on killing them, are you?
I suppose we'll just wait and see.
Yansu Kim, he's incapable of that. He's Jungi Han in face only. Second-rate trash. Once the boss was gone, he took off running. He's completely useless. Well, what's your excuse? Why be a double if you can't die like one?
What a
I
dick.
concede that I failed to serve my purpose as a body double. And I cannot refute being called useless. It is as you say. However, the reason I've chosen to remain Jungi Han, even now, is for all of you. I have no intention of leading the Jingon Mafia.
What?
Gotta say, I'm lost here too.
The day Jungi Han was killed and the organization crumbled, what were each of you doing? And where?
Huh? What are you getting at?
You were most likely without a place to go, surviving with little or no purpose, were you not? We were a people who had finally found their place, thanks to Jungi Han. It was our only place. After the organization was lost, there was nowhere any of us could turn to. The same was true for me as well. It was by luck, and luck alone, that I was saved by Ijincho's Komijuro. I wanted to help. I wanted to offer my hand to those of you that had lost everything of the lives they had once known.
Huh.
However, I had no way of finding all of you once you had dispersed and gone into hiding. That being the case, rather than search for you individually, I decided I'd have you come to Ijincho. If rumors of your dead boss wandering the streets surfaced, you wouldn't be able to resist seeing if they were true. And should you have come to reason that said person was your boss's double,
You knew you guys wouldn't be able to let that slide, and you'd come out for blood. Sooner or later, you'd all make your way down to Ijincho.
You really did this to help us?
yes. If you'd been sniffing around down here, then surely you would have heard about the Komijul at some point. Although I imagine the origins of the Komijul never made themselves known to you.
What origins?
The Komijul are Jingon Mafia refugees. Those who were sent to Kamurocho by the mainland and lost.
What?
By the end of the 1980s, the ones who managed to escape found shelter here in Ijincho, Yokohama's gray zone. The Komijul have been ready to help those like you and me. I've remained Jungi-han so that you might take my hand and come home. It's been my aim to see that not a single one of us gets left behind.
So it's true. It really was for all of us.
Well then.
Son of a bitch, man. Why you always gotta be so cool?
My apologies for causing you so much trouble. Thank you, Kasuga-san.
So, are those guys gonna join up with the Komi Jewel?
Yes. As long as people have a place to call home, they will always have the courage to go out and fight. I'm hoping they'll use the Komi Jewel as footing and eventually stand on their own.
That's gotta be the most sentimental thing a dude dressed like that has ever said, man.
This outfit belongs to the boss I respected. If you're going to make fun of it, I'll be forced to defend his honor.
Wait, huh? Come on, dude, lighten up. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Some jokes cross into slander, and that I cannot abide. If it wasn't coming from you, that is.
Huh?
You know, outside of Songhui, you are the only person I've ever revealed myself to. There is nothing more to hide at this point.
So, how's it feel? Bet you're pretty relieved, huh?
As much as I'd hate to admit it, you're right. It's nice to take off the mask sometimes. So, would that make us friends at this point, Kasuga-san?
You really asking for confirmation? I didn't think you were the type.
My apologies.
Yay! Do do do. Okay. So now, actually, let's double check the map, make sure nothing else popped up. And I don't see anything, so now we can go and try to continue the story. Make sure we do a hard save again. Because it pointed out that this is a point of no return, so... Let's do it!
Hold up there.
Who's this guy again?
Tendo, one of the Omi lieutenants.
Yeah. I think I recognize him.
From where?
What you mumbling to yourself about? Spit it out. While you're at it, why are you here and how'd you even get in?
Tendo, let him through. He's my guest.
Your guest, huh? But acting captain, isn't he?
Exactly right. The man who took a bullet from my gun straight on. And now here he is, back from hell itself to see the captain released from prison.
Yeah? That is real commitment. Well, if he causes any trouble, any at all, it'll be on you to clean up the mess. Agreed?
It'll be fine.
All right. I'll go back to trying to figure out what the hell is going down here today.
Nothing to figure out except the popcorn. So you can watch the shit turn the Omi Alliance on its head.
You think?
Remember what you did in Eugene Show? Now it's your turn.
Dude, Ichi, you gotta learn to shut your mouth.
I just realized who he is. He used to be a star heavyweight boxer. He's the loony who agreed to fix a fight for money, but when he didn't get paid, he beat the fixers to death.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. What a role model, huh?
Captain, welcome home, sir.
Here's the plan. The Omi Alliance was more or less split in half when they marched on Kamurocho. But most of the officers, the ones with tenure anyway, are still here in Sotenbori. Soon they'll all be gathering in the HQ's banquet hall, celebrating Watase's release. But by then, Watase will already have a document in his breast pocket.
The Omi Alliance of Kansai started off as the idea of a few ambitious men more than 100 years ago. In the early days, we were fierce, ready to go to war at any moment. Although we only fought against other factions, we know these wars took a heavy toll on the people here in the city we call home. For that, we are deeply sorry. Therefore, on this day, the presiding chairman does declare, and I, Captain Watase, do co-sign this official document which proclaims the Omi Alliance of Kansai is hereby dissolved.
Huh? What the fuck?
This we pledge to the Osaka PD.
What? Why are you doing this, Captain? What are you thinking?
I'm Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan.
Tojo clan? The fuck's he doing here?
As the Omi Alliance does, so shall we. The Tojo clan is also officially dissolved. Watase-san and I will serve as each other's witnesses as we each end our factions together. This decision was ratified by the Omi chairman, Captain Watase, and acting Captain Masumi Arakawa.
Bullshit! What kind of shady crap is this?
Did Mitsu tell you that, Ichiban?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Remember now?
Hey guys, I'm sorry about that mute and the pausing of the cutscene there. Just we're setting up some stuff for like tax stuff and getting my tax number and all that jazz. So I needed to make sure I took that call because it was actually really, really important. But everything is good. Everything's going great. The person I've been talking to on the phone about it has been insanely helpful. After we tried calling 2 other locations and they tried to send us essentially halfway across the state. At least in one case. So, but that's on. So that's why I'm going to be taking tomorrow and Saturday off. Tomorrow is my second immigration medical appointment, and Saturday is the tax stuff. So both are extremely important steps going on right now. So I think better to take the day off, de-stress, maybe work some on my 3D modeling because that is actually going very well. And yeah, okay. So let's continue this cutscene then.
Yeah, but I still didn't think the Tojo and Omi would just dissolve at the same time.
I know. This is going to send shockwaves through our world, and many will oppose it. Doubtless, someone will try to start a war of succession. But we anticipated that, and built many defenses against it.
Defenses? What did you have to do?
The 6th chairman planned every last detail.
Watase was involved too. He felt the same sorrow as I did about the future of Yakuza life. When we were finally forced to conclude that this is where it will all end. The problem was, how do we end the largest Yakuza group in Japan peacefully? We knew that if we simply broke the news to the officers, there would have been mutiny. To make matters worse, Watase had just been thrown behind bars by way of the 3K plan. And with their leader out of sight and out of mind, one wrong move could have started a coup.
Right.
But then we had the idea to use the Kamurocho 3K plan in our favor.
How'd you do that?
We came up with 2 steps to implement. First, ensure the 3K plan succeeded.
What the hell?
To achieve that, we purposely let Arakawa-san leak the Tojo clan intel. And then Aoki drove the Tojo clan out of Kamurocho just as we knew he would. He had no idea, of course, that this was our desired outcome. Amusing to think that he still considers it his greatest achievement. In reality, the 3K plan only worked because we allowed it to.
Apparently.
After that, the 6th chairman made his second request of me. I was to keep playing the role of the greedy traitor, dancing on the Tojo clan's grave. All while bringing the Omi into Kamurocho to take the Tojo clan's place.
Arakawa-san's admirable efforts split the Sotenbori Omi horde right down the middle. Which leads us to Sotenbori as you see it now. Half its men stuck in Tokyo, weakened, spread too thin.
And this was Arakawa-san's goal all along? This exact situation?
Yes, and he finished it right on schedule. Watase's day of release is here, and we can make our announcement.
Fuck you, Watase! You're a goddamn traitor! I made sure this would be nice and sharp for today. I really want to test it out. Any volunteers?
Damn, seeing these Tojo clan legends fighting is fucking crazy!
Yeah, very impressive. These guys are all Omi officers, huh? There are still this many? Even with half of them in Kamurocho?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you sound excited.
I'm not excited.
We're gonna march this declaration down to Osaka PD. I know, most of you are none too happy about it, so listen up. If you consider yourself real Yakuza, then you have to stop me by force.
Uh-oh, hey, Tooch.
Good shit. I'm starting to see the big picture, Arakawa-han. Tendo, this kind of brawl, most of us never lived to see one like it. So if we're gonna make history here, you bet your ass I'm gonna take a stand with the side having the most fun.
You twisting the knife on us, Tendo? I'd much rather fight with you than against you.
I'd say we're still looking pretty outnumbered here.
That's the whole reason they called us, man.
Finally time to step out of the shadows, huh? Look at us. We're about to have the fight of our lives just to get that point across. With the Yakuza legends at our side. Shit. Let's make it one to remember!
Don't get caught. Fight.
I'm curious. Okay, so it's still just them.
You think you can win? Way to go.
Love is in the air, my friend.
How you doing, Tooch?
You're in it now. Take your best.
You wanna fight?
Yeah. Get alive. Yeah, I got this. Watch this.
In the office today, so suffering more than normal.
Done with all the fun and games yet?
Get serious. Take your best shot. Let's go. You're in it now. Get serious. You want to go? This sucks.
Fight.
Out of my way!
You're in it now.
Boom.
I'm over here.
I'm up. Get serious. Let's go.
Oops, I wasn't paying attention.
Koitsu, I got this.
You think you can win?
You wanna fight?
Oi, stick it in!
Gotta hold it together. Check this out.
Happy birthday! Over here! On it.
Let's go.
Go down.
Yeah. Have fun with this.
Pigeons away.
You wanna fight? Feeling better. This sucks.
Games yet? Right.
Oh, he's asleep.
Okay. Come on. Have fun with this.
Cake. And boom. Boom.
Nice.
Damn it. This has gone far enough. Shit! Watase!
Kiryu-chan.
What the? I knew you weren't really gone.
So he's finally back. The Dragon of Dojima.
I haven't played the first series. I've seen a little bit about it, but I haven't played it yet.
Watase?
It's one I gotta do as well.
How did you find him?
Who, him? I don't know what you're talking about. He's just some extra muscle. Some bodyguard I hired. Couldn't even tell you his name.
Leave this part to me. You guys worry about the front line. I'll protect the back. Even if it costs me my life.
I don't know who you are. You sure know how to make an entrance. All right. Time for seconds. This feast ain't over till it's over.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Get serious. Love is in the air, my friends.
Let's just say Kiryu is a legend. Because he's the main person from the first series, right?
You want to fight? I got this.
Take your best shot.
Out of my way. Yeah. Get alive. Let's go. I'm over here. What's this?
I'm gonna heal Ichi just in case. I was gonna use the AoE, like, hot, but...
You can win. Who wants to go?
Yeah, he's the main protagonist for 0 to 6.
Done with all the fun and games yet?
Yeah, I thought so. Like I said, I've seen a little bit of it, but not a lot.
Get alive.
Like, not enough to spoil it if I ever were to play. If I ever do get around to playing it.
Look at me go.
Is that all of them? Nice. We did it.
Really, nobody's gonna make sure he's okay?
Good luck out there, Kasuga. You're gonna do great.
Hey, Ichi.
Okay, so he at least stayed.
Arakawa-san, sorry for not standing up. My body's not following my orders right now.
Stop trying. You deserve to relax for once. I owe you so much. If you hadn't shown up with all your allies, things might have gone sideways.
No, I didn't do anything. It was all my friends doing.
Well, then you have some very good friends. A rare thing.
Arakawa-san.
I'm very impressed and so happy you've survived all this, Ichi.
Arakawa-san! Wait, hold on. Does this mean you were hiding the sixth chairman this whole time?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you. Do you see now?
Actually, I'm pretty damn confused.
Well, when you have more money than you know what to do with, social connections come naturally. Even unique connections like 6th Chairman Daigo-kun. We met under strictly professional circumstances, of course. He came to me for help after the Kamurocho 3K plan got underway.
Did you hide Majima-san and Saejima-san too?
Oh, yes. And can I just say, despite their formidable reputations, they were perfect gentlemen each time I spoke with them. I never thought that you, of all people, would end up rescuing them. Life is so random at times.
Well, I
Wow.
wouldn't say I rescued them. I just lent them a little muscle, that's all. Of course, then I got lost in the fun of the fight. The fight of a lifetime.
You are a Kawa fan, you. Well, you really love him, huh?
With all my soul. And we're meeting up later today. Call it a date, I guess.
Oh, how romantic. You'll have to dish about it later.
Sure thing. Clear your schedule. I can talk about him for days.
I'm sorry to bail on you, Ichi. I know we made our plans first, but I've known Chairman Hoshino 40 years now. It'd be impolite to turn him down.
Well, I get it, boss. Totally get it. When there's a shot at Peking Duck and Heian Tower, you take it. It was kind of silly of me to invite you to a meal in the first place. I know that.
Kasuga, I'm not a boss anymore. Just a regular old man. I don't give a damn who I eat with.
Doesn't Hoshino like us? Why wouldn't we just go with?
The Omi Alliance dissolved?
People don't know how to react. Not the civilians, and certainly not the Yakuza. Former Yakuza. But I guess it's only natural when a 100-year-old institution just disappears.
Any Omi guys rioting or anything?
No, even if they did, it wouldn't change anything. Even when they had real strength, they didn't manage to stop us from submitting the papers. And they've only waned since then. Hate to say it, but their reputation's in the toilet. We don't need to dunk their faces in the bowl, too. We'll just let it be.
Did you really know it would all happen?
Mainly because they're old friends and out of respect for that friendship.
No, we
Yes.
just did the best we could. And this is how the chips fell. I can't tell the future any more than the next man.
Like, I can see it, but I also feel like Ichi is more or less in that.
I'm sure Masako's
If not in that inner circle, like pretty damn close at this point.
He must be losing his mind. All his plans hinged on Naomi's support, and I just pulled the rug out from under him.
Be fucking hilarious if we put the father up for the
help myself from giving into his
political position.
It's been true since he was a toddler. I'd always hoped he'd grow out of temper tantrums.
Some things between a father and son never change.
But I can't afford to go easy on him anymore.
No?
He isn't aware that well before he was governor, the 6th chairman and Watase were considering dissolution. By the time he pressured me to sell out the Tojo clan, all that did was accelerate their plan. Now Masato knows what growing power tastes like. If I don't stop him before it grows too large for his throat, he'll choke on it. He'll lose everything. Everything he's built. I just don't want to see that happen. Well, I should get going.
Boss. Earlier, you said you don't have a title anymore. So, what's your plan from here on out? What are you gonna do?
The 6th chairman and Watase knew that once their factions were gone, many of their men would lose their way with no Yakuza path to follow. That's happening now. So, they want to find some legal means to take in these wandering souls who have nowhere else to go. I'd like to help them with that task.
I see. Guess you do have total freedom to do whatever now, huh?
Yes. And the only thing I'm wondering is how am I going to kill the time? I think this is how every businessman must feel when he retires.
Well, that being the case, can I go back to being in the Arakawa family?
Ichi, are you?
It's just... when I was working in your family, it was the happiest time of my life. I felt that way ever since you rescued me at 16. I mean it.
But how can you still, after I sent you to prison in Masato's place, for 18 years, after lying to you that it was for the family?
It kind of was.
Well,
to an extent.
That when I went.
And then, after all that you did, I shot you.
You only did that to give me a chance to keep living.
No. All the chances you needed were inside you. Your own strength kept you alive. The truth is, I've never helped you at all. Not even once. You should hate me for all the things I've done. Why don't you?
Fine. If you really want to beat yourself up about it, then please let me back in the family with you.
He saved Ichi's life at the beginning. That's kind of... that's a lie, yeah. To be fair, though, he initially said it was, like, for his own good, though, because he couldn't let the other people think that
Hey, Ichi.
people could just use the
You were born at a
Arakawa
soap
name.
plant called Shangri-La, weren't you?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
so I've been told.
It's a hell of a story. One that's never sat well with me.
Huh?
I dream about it, you know.
Is he actually? Is he actually his father?
Yeah. I dreamed that it's 40 years ago. On that cold New Year's Eve night. Akane's there. And she's about to give birth to her baby. She gives birth in Shangri-La. In the dream, it's Masato who ends up being born in that soap plant.
Okay.
No, come on. This is embarrassing.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. You've got a good heart and you're doing the best you can. It doesn't matter where you were born.
Thank you, sir.
I'm curious. Did you ever want to find your parents?
Good question. I don't really know. At this point, I've gotten pretty used to not knowing them.
You've gone through a lot. Not that I have any right to speak to you about it. Well, no point in dwelling on a dream. That's all it is, right? I can go the rest of the way from here. See you tomorrow, Ichi.
Yo, this is Ichiban Kasuga. I like messages, so leave me one.
This is Hoshino, of the Seiryu clan. Kasuga, you need to call me as soon as you get this. This morning, they found Arakawa's body in the ocean.
No. Oh shit. Dun dun dun, yeah.
After he had dinner with my patriarch last night, Masumi Arakawa left Heian Tower alone. So he must have been shot on his way home.
Any idea who did it?
I put my money on an Omi loyalist. Pretty sure I'd win that bet, too. Hell, there were shootings in Sotenbori, too. Attempts on Captain Watase and Daigo Dojima.
Are they okay?
Yeah. Apparently, they had some ex-Tojo legends with them. Can't ask for better bodyguards than that.
No kidding. And yeah, that does point to Omi retaliation.
Miss Kasuga should have gone to dinner.
You and your pals should be careful, since you were on the dissolution's front lines. The remnants will have a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'll pass on the advice.
Can't believe this shit anymore. The Omi wiped off the face of the earth, all because of the stupid Arakawa family. Idiots blew up their own inheritance. Their betrayal cannot stand, Sawashiro-san. Remember how we used to be sister families with the Tojo clan? We had bases in Kanto and everything. Of course, the only reason we helped Arakawa-san push the Tojo clan out of Kamurocho in the first damn place was so our family would survive too. Because we're sick and tired of the Tojo demanding tribute money just to let us keep land we'd already been living on for years. If that had kept up, we would have been crushed, just like any other family without their own territory in Tokyo. That's why we work with Arakawa in spite of it being disloyal to the Tojo.
Exactly. And who's going to keep any of the promises Arakawa made? He promised once he was at the top of the Omi Alliance, he would promote us to the main family. Are we just supposed to accept that won't happen now?
Listen, you whiners, quit your belly aching. I won't let the Omi Alliance die. We'll just give it a new name. Like Kanto Senpai. I know we've caused a real shit show for you. But I promise we'll pay you back in full someday. And for now, all of us are asking your forgiveness.
Well, just so you know, it's not like we're asking to cut ties to the Arakawa family. We'd like to keep things friendly, if that's possible.
Of course! After all, it was Arakawa who was the brains behind the betrayal. And now that he's gone, I'd say the score is settled. If you need us, our door is wide open for you. Second patriarch of the Arakawa family.
Thank you for your understanding. What?
You think the score's settled? You backwater scumbags don't deserve to be called Yakuza.
Excuse me? You want to repeat that?
Sawashiro, you fuck! I can get the Arakawa family back on its feet without you. Easily, in fact. All I have to do is unite the Omi already here in the East.
You're way out of line. Arakawa fucked up. His captain should be on his knees right now.
Stop! What are you doing?
You know, guys like you are all bark and no balls when it's wartime. That's the kind of Yakuza I can't fucking stand. Only a few years ago, you were sucking up to the Tojo clan. Then Arakawa changed his colors, and there you were at his feet. Now he's dead, and you think you can pull the senpai card on me? Talk is cheap. The Yakuza way to lead is with bloodshed. The weak always fall in line behind the strong. Help me! Time to accept it. Among the men in this room, you represent the weak, and that goes for all of you.
Ew!
I fully intend to start a new chapter for the Yakuza as the Tokyo Omi Alliance.
He's like, damn, I broke a nail.
Support, senpai.
What makes you think you have any right to pull that shit?
You haven't known me very long, but I think I've made a pretty strong case here for what I'm capable of.
Convince me.
I'm not the type of Yakuza who's gonna sit on his hands after his patriarch got removed.
What's your point?
Right now, I don't know if it was you or some other Kansai punk, but I will gut the man who killed him. You have my word on that. There will be no mercy.
The fuck are you saying? Every thug out there on the street knows that you killed your boss under Haoki's orders. You think picking a fight with me is your ticket to the big time? You see yourself as the guy on top at the dawn of a new age for the Yakuza. That ain't gonna fly.
Sure. I'll give you until I've rounded up all the stragglers in Tokyo to make your move. Until then, keep sucking on the Omi's dried up teats.
Sorry I'm late. You guys always go this hard on kids? Where's this brat of mine you say you've got?
Arakawa-san! The little fuck damn near took our guy out! We can't just hand him back to you without some compensation! Somebody's gotta take responsibility!
I see. Well, how about a finger? I'll trade you my finger for him. Sound fair? I'll just borrow this. All right then. Let's go, you little shit.
And
Think that's your phone, man.
This is Hoshino.
Chairman.
You okay?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't sound okay. You eating well?
No.
Then start. A poor diet won't help the grief. Meet me at Heian Tower.
What for?
That's the last place I saw Arakawa-san. I'll treat you to what he ate as his final meal.
Thanks, but right now
Just be there.
as I say, clue in, dude. It's not just about the food. Clearly.
I'll be waiting.
Even if it's just because he cares about him, which I could see that too. But we also know that they still have plans going on too.
Yeah, at Heian Tower.
Are you going?
Yeah. Maybe he'll tell me about Arakawa-san's last moments.
Alright guys, leg stretch time, finally. Hold tight, I will be right back.